Welcome back to Our Opinion Podcast. I'm your co-host Terence. I'm here with my co-host Jhoan and Michael.
What's up?
And today, I guess I want to ask you guys, how do you think media and technology has affected our society?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So technology just don't even touch you.
It's never had any effect.
You
on
wake
you at all.
up, you fall asleep, and no technology was nowhere to be found between that whole.
What about you? What are you thinking?
I'm just asking you right now.
I don't know. What are you thinking, folks? How do you feel like it's affected society? I can't think of anything right at the top of my head, but maybe with something you say I could just.
It's just indulging everything that you do, like as a person, bro. You wake up and first thing you do is you on technology with your phone.
Yeah.
People go to work, you clock in. Now there's no punch cards. It's just you do it on a machine.
Yeah.
Technology, everything.
Literally everything.
Like the whole auto industry went down just because motherfuckers said, "Yeah, we got robots to do this, so y'all can go home."
And we're in Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit was the biggest thing, bro.
Yeah.
That shit apparently is nice and flourishing. Now Detroit, I don't know. I don't know if we want to go to Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Technology is like a super big piece in just like everything that we do on a day to day. I mean, like you said, you literally wake up and like within the first 5 to 10 minutes, like you touch your phone.
Like
you
even
know,
toothbrushes, bro. Like people add the little ones that do it like shake and shit for you.
No
like,
cap.
like
No cap. It's all types of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I don't even have like a traditional alarm clock. I just use my phone.
Just the phone,
'cause
bro.
It's way simpler, way easier, way more convenient. But like,
Have you ever had a traditional alarm clock?
when I was younger and shit, like yeah, we had like actual alarm clocks, but that was before like I wouldn't say cell phones like were out because like I want to say I was like can't quite remember how young I was, but like I was still kind of young when they did come around, but like they weren't as prominent or like used as widely as I was a kid and shit. So like yeah, we stuck to traditional shit for a while, and yeah, so I had a regular alarm clock, and then I didn't get my first cell phone until I think my dad bought me one like 5th grade, and it was like the most basic ass little, you gotta press the button 3 times to get to the right letter ass phone, one of those.
Probably excited though. 'Cause
I
it was your
respect
first phone.
that.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Some people wanted a touchscreen right away out the jump.
And
I
got
was
it,
just happy
so
to connect with
nothing to it.
motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like it was just like shit. We good now. We can talk to motherfuckers. We can give out a number now. It's like it was cool. Like obviously it would have been nice.
Was
to
it a
have,
slide? Was it just a?
It was
Flip?
literally motherfucking
Like a Nokia?
screen, and the numbers was right here. One solid ass, little brick ass, regular ass.
Oh, it wasn't a flip or.
I had
it
a
wasn't a
flip.
flip. It
Oh,
was
really?
just a regular. Yeah.
Damn, you had that advanced technology, dude. Damn.
That flip was nice. The flip was nice. Back when motherfuckers was really doing that
Did
shit.
you ever get a slide? Slide
Nah,
phones.
never had one of those. I
People
always
thought-
wanted one though.
People thought they was a shit with the slide.
Yeah,
They
that's
said,
the-
"You gonna text me? What are you
I
doing?
ain't gonna
What
lie
you-"
though. That was a flex.
Before
like,
keyboards, I
it
mean, that was
was
the easiest
Like
keyboard.
you got a whole keyboard on your phone? Like damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to press this bitch 3 times just to get to see. Like, yeah,
1, 2,
that shit
3,
was
click.
good.
1,
This
2,
shit was
3.
getting
Yeah,
annoying.
they were just getting numbers.
Yeah,
like
they was
that,
like
yeah.
going crazy. I was like, yeah, you know what? That's a flex. Go
Like
crazy.
when the BlackBerry came out, that was pretty big. 'Cause
Oh,
you were
yeah,
able
the
to scroll
BlackBerry.
through it with a little button.
Yeah, the BlackBerry was cold. Yeah, like seeing that progression, like it was cool to see. Like looking back at it, like damn, like we really went from keyboards on the motherfucking phone to like literally like just
The whole
flat
touch
screen.
screen. Yeah.
And I mean,
No buttons at all.
even
damn
if you
near,
want
know?
to, at this point, you can just use the voice command for everything. At this
Yeah,
point,
literally,
You
you
don't really
can.
need to
So it's just like it's
use a
crazy to
keyboard.
see how it's come, but like I feel like it's bittersweet because like there's also downsides to it too. You know what I mean? Like it got to a point like I feel like now like when I was younger, like growing up, like if I wanted to go hang out with somebody, like I go over there, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, cool. Now when I pull up, yeah, I'm gonna call you, or I'm gonna text you real quick, like yeah, I'm outside.
I'm outside. That means
I'm
I'm a-
here. You know what I mean? So it's like, not saying that that's a bad thing
I
necessarily.
didn't really like
but
peep that. I didn't really like notice that. I guess one day you just kind of didn't knock.
you
on
never
somebody's
knocked
door
on
anymore.
another person's door. It's like, bro, I'm outside.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why didn't you knock? What do you mean, bro?
It's like
I
you
texted
wait for them to open at this point.
I
You,
literally-
sometimes you don't even knock.
Yeah.
You're just kind of standing there.
Yeah, because
like,
there was points where I didn't want to knock on the door, so I'd just be like, "Hey, I'm outside."
I'm outside. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Right outside your door,
Yeah,
but I'm
exactly.
right
and I
outside.
think you just
I'm dead
adjusted
ass,
from there and just started doing it for everybody.
especially because like I mean there were times where like I'd come over and they'd be like, hey, don't knock because my mom's sleeping or some shit. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So you text them quick, and it just became a thing now. It was just like, oh yeah, well, why would I knock? I'm gonna just send you the text message. But it was just like, it's just weird how like shit like that has changed with like with society, with technology and shit. You know what I mean?
I think it's crazy how fast it's gone.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing that we just talked about is like 10 years.
Yeah.
Or
Like that's a. I feel like it's a pretty big jump.
like graphics and gaming, that shit, it moved pretty quickly. I mean, think about 10 years ago, the graphics we had on I mean, what was out 10 years ago? Like PS3 maybe?
Yeah, what's that? 2011. Yeah, PS3 range.
PS3 range. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, PS3. Yeah.
But
even
like
then, like
just came out.
yeah, that was like damn, like the biggest
Yeah, cause
step up.
you
Yeah.
were still working with the PS2 before then, playing all that shit.
Well, I think Xbox 360 beat them apparently, like at the beginning. 360 was bigger than PS3.
The
And then
PS3
PS4
was
blew
like,
up.
I can't even play with you, bro. What you talking about? You
Yeah.
on that 2 shit, bro. We have online now. We can't.
We have
I mean, bro,
online
but
now.
PS4 and PS3, they used to be known for not charging people for online like
Yeah.
gaming. Like,
Right,
people would be like,
but-
oh, you got you have to pay for
You
your
have to
freaking
pay
online
for
services.
online, like yeah.
Yeah, and
that's
then
they
like,
brought it
that's
out,
cap,
too.
bro. I get this shit for free.
Yeah, but they realized they say, oh, y'all still paying that shit. Oh, yeah.
They thought,
Sony
oh,
will
that's
come
never
through.
gonna work. And then they saw it work for a year. They said, shit, if it worked for y'all, I bet y'all want to play online.
It's type shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and like that's crazy too. Just like the gaming industry and shit. Just like how it went from like playing online was such a fantasy for a while. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't really like a
Yeah.
If you wanted to play with somebody, you had to be at my house.
yeah. Come
Or
over.
I was
We
at your
can-
house.
I got the new game. We can
I
play.
think the PS2 actually had online services though.
Did they?
I think the
I don't
PlayStation 2
remember.
did have
I
it.
don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what you had to do. You had to hook it up to some other thing to actually play with
That's
people
probably
online.
why.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, I do remember like my brother vaguely like trying to connect the Ethernet cord and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't as like prominent. I feel like like it wasn't
Yeah,
like.
Yeah.
It
Like,
wasn't
it was
nearly as
there,
easy.
but it wasn't as
Yeah.
accessible.
I bet you there was plenty of people that were actually good at games that didn't get to play just due to the fact that
Yeah,
they didn't have an Ethernet card or they couldn't connect online. Yeah.
yeah, because there was a point in time where it was like I remember there was a time where it was like, if I'm on the internet, you can't make a phone call type shit, and like if I'm trying to make a phone call, you got to get off the internet,
Yeah.
like type shit like
I
that.
mean-
So it was like, in my household, you sure as hell wasn't gonna be playing the game all day. So
What was your first like console or like I guess like device, and then what was your favorite game for it?
my first personal console that my parents bought for me was the GameCube, and yeah, GameCube was my shit growing up.
That was back when I used to think Paper Mario was Popper Mario because they popped up. So I was like, oh, this is Popper Mario.
That's what you used to call it.
Yeah, I did for like a solid 4 years. Like, I'm talking a grip.
Oh, damn. No.
Yeah, no, like I just never
didn't
made
know
that
about this.
connection. Yeah,
Oh, the
no.
Mario.
I used to call it like you know what I'm talking about though. Which
Yeah.
game? Yeah, I used to call that like Popper Mario. I was like, oh, it's Popper Mario. I
That's
just didn't pay
hilarious.
attention to that.
Yeah, nah. But I did, like, Mario was pretty much, like, damn near all the games I played
Yeah.
growing up. So it was, like, Mario Kart or, like, Mario Sunshine, Mario Golf. Like, those
You
are the
played
games.
Mario Kart a lot then?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't
Shit
think we
ton
played
of
Mario Kart a lot, did we? Not as like not
we
when it
can
first
still
came
whoop
out.
him.
Oh yeah, easy. That was so random. That was so random, but it's factual. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Random
yeah.
facts pop out like that all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you, Terrence.
Spack is false.
Look, all right, I got a real question though. Since games are being more prominent, esports is becoming a real thing. Are you flexing that? Like, if your kid is in esports,
If you're making money,
if you're not making money, I'm talking about like, yeah, this is the best player here, best player at his high school.
Nah.
My boy,
Nah.
sure.
I don't
Ain't
think.
nobody can touch him in 2K.
Not right now, anyway. I don't think high school. Like, nah. Maybe if you were like
Look.
best in the city, best in the state, I'll give it to you.
I'm talking about with the whole jackets.
do they have,
Let's.
they got games for this shit? Like, they
If they
got
have leagues and
tournaments
stuff,
and leagues
yeah, I
and
believe
shit
it.
at
Yeah,
school?
like I think maybe
Like they
leagues,
my
yeah.
son's like, yeah, Dad, I got a motherfucking tournament Friday night.
I gotta practice.
Yeah, I got 2K, so you gotta let me run it.
Right.
All right, bet. Like,
But would you tell people, like, would you flex it, like, if it
I'm
was
not
like
going
a
out
sports
my
sport?
way to
No.
be like, hey, yeah,
Like you're at a barbecue. You're just like, oh, what's your kid doing?
People talking
Playing
about, yeah,
esports.
my boy,
If someone's
Nationals
talking about
for football.
if they're talking about actual
Nationals,
sports,
that's actually real crazy. My boy just won that motherfucker.
Just
2K
Nationals. Even if it was Nationals, you still wouldn't flex it.
I wouldn't flex it in a sense of like, oh, your son's playing national actual football. Yeah, well, my son's doing it on 2K. Like, I wouldn't flex it like that. But if like we're having a conversation, like, yeah, so like, what is your son into? I'm like, oh, well, my boy just won nationals twice for the 2K.
Okay.
You know how it go. We be out here on the sticks. But like, it's different. Like, I wouldn't be like trying to like flaunt it as like a.
You think that it's gonna be a point
You
where
know?
they make more money? Like it's more popular to the point where it will be a bigger flex?
I mean, like
in our time?
money wise, like
That's a
just
tough
because
question.
like you can make money off gaming literally as young as you can play the game, whereas like sports and shit, I mean now they did legalize it for like college students to get paid for some of the shit. So I guess
Oh,
college,
they did?
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
like you can't really make no money off of sports in high school. So like money wise, yeah, it'll probably get bigger at that sense because like they'll have more avenues to make more money off of it because there's no rules on it yet.
Right.
Wait, like you think that the kids would be making money or the schools? Because you know that the schools are just gonna take all that, just like football, just like the football,
Yeah, I was gonna
just
say.
like the.
Well, it would depend
you know?
because it would depend on how the leagues are set up.
I mean, maybe prize pools at the end
I
of
was
like,
because like
a
if it
city
colleges
tournament or
like
something
if
that.
Harvard, Stanford, all those, they start a
But well, I mean, like the only thing is like they already have tournaments where like you can go play and make money for. And if I'm cold at the game, I'm not gonna play for a school when I can go.
normalized to that. You know what I mean?
I mean, it
push-
could get to that point, but at the same time, like I don't know what the crowd would be like of like how many people are gonna want to come watch
Yeah.
kids play 2K every week.
You would be
Families?
surprised.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but you at that point
For
you're not
schools,
talking.
it's weird. Like,
that's what I mean.
could
Like for
s- yeah.
schools, because like
Like
I
how
don't
would you
see
do
the student
a
body.
way-
Like if you were in high school still, would you go watch people play 2K?
Maybe it'll be online.
What if
like,
it was?
maybe you don't
What
have
if
to
it was
go.
a homecoming? The 2K homecoming. Would you go to that? You going to the 2K homecoming?
I don't think at that point. I don't think you'd have to go. I think it's like, oh, we're gonna stream it.
So you're just gonna be watching people play 2K from your school? I mean, maybe.
I was gonna say because just
Maybe.
like YouTube, bro, you could just put in ads between shit and
I
just
feel
stay
like-
making money like that.
No, but I feel like you would have to make it entertaining. Like there has to be some type of act, like in between these
Yeah,
games
because I mean,
and breaks and
if
stuff.
we're just watching people play 2K, I mean, maybe one game in I'll watch, but like a tournament worth of people
At
playing
that point,
2K,
you could say like chime into the Zoom call and like
it'd be kind of
you know
boring.
what I mean, support the Zoom call. and you
There's
can watch it
tournaments
there.
like that now that's like 3-4 hours long.
Yeah, but that's streamers that have a fan base. Like you're talking at a high school level. Like you can't compare
Right, but
streaming to a high school
Just
level.
imagine like a streamer is young enough or old enough to be in high school and has his own platform.
Yeah,
Says,
then,
hey,
yeah, like
I
something
attend
like
this
that. I
school,
understand. Okay,
you know, stuff like that.
okay,
I'm
like
just-
like if he attends a school and he's a streamer and he's really popular, he's really good.
Yeah,
at the
because
game.
this isn't now. This is like when we have kids
Right.
or when they're old enough. So like 15, 20 years from now.
If your kid wanted to do that, would you allow him? Like, would you
Oh
get him
yeah,
and
big
stuff?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
if
I don't
If
think
you're
anyone's
cold
gonna
at
be
the
like,
shit,
don't.
go
I don't
do
want you
your
doing
shit.
I'm
that.
surprised, folks.
no, there's definitely parents out there that would.
For
Yeah.
real?
Oh, for
Is
sure.
that just because of the
Gaming?
screen shit?
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel honestly.
It's just like they don't. A lot of parents don't find gaming like what's the word?
minority families. I feel like don't really find it like
It's
that
not.
for the most part.
It's
probably
not. It's not like
all,
a fucking job or like it's not a
Yeah.
tangible.
You can't
useful
take it
tool that
seriously.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
use
not a
in the
useful
future.
tool for you to
Yeah.
do or like have. Like it's not something that you should be
Yeah.
spending on.
It's
your
also
time.
because you're not making money. I feel like that's a big part of why like most people don't support it is because if you're not making money, just like any job, you start as an apprentice, you're making money
That-
as you're
yeah.
going.
That might
up.
be true.
Yeah.
I saw a whole documentary about this one dude who played Miss Pac-Man for 82 hours. He still flaunts that shit like, yeah, I'm the best player at Pac-Man. He's like stuck in that era. He has the mullet to go with it. And this isn't like mullet now. This is like mullet like 3 years ago before it came back.
Thick, like that thick.
Yeah.
And he has like everything Pac-Man in the bag. He's
Like somebody actually went to the extent to cheat one of those like arcade games. They like beat a world record on an emulated machine, which is for some fucking reason I don't know. It's different, so it doesn't count like in the official rules or whatever. But he tried to like flaunt that as a world record. Like he's like, oh, I really hold this record, and he's like, I could do it again. Let me know. I'll come in. I'll get another world record. He's nothing to it. And people found out he was just faking it, and it's like, damn. Like that shows you how far people are willing to go to get like just a glimpse of attention.
Oh, everybody would do everything for clout. Like
I mean, we talked a little bit about that on one of the last podcasts.
Yeah.
What people are willing to do for clout.
But yeah, that's everybody on. A lot of people, be seeking that kind of attention. But that's the other thing with gaming too, though. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't say it's like easy to cheat necessarily, but like if you know what you're doing, like you could kind of figure out a few like the gaps and shit, little glitches and shit in the games and shit that give you a little bit of an edge.
Yeah, especially for old games, bro.
Old games, yeah.
Like there's so many things that people can code and
now.
No, I mean recent games, like new games,
it's pretty hard to get.
I was gonna say they add that shit now just to make it so that you can't cheat.
That shit up, yeah.
But for old games, like back in 2010, if you knew what you was doing, just like Terence said, you can hack that shit. You can make yourself so you invincible. Just random stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, in some games like GTA, they had like so you could do that.
Yeah,
that
they
was
literally
available.
have like
they had cheat codes. Wait, was that a book? Was there a book that had that, or did somebody just one day just start spamming?
I always wondered about that.
There was a book. I can't remember which one, but like it's literally like I guess GTA knows about these. Like it's not a secret.
Yeah.
Well, they have to have known for it to be.
You know what I mean? Like they don't care. Like I think they might have even added them into the game, like on purpose.
Maybe it was in like the booklet, like you used to get booklets in the CD or whatever. It probably was just there.
Because I don't think somebody was just in that bitch mashing buttons one day and was like, oh shit,
I just did something.
I just remember like looking at stuff online, like looking up those type of cheat codes online.
Yeah, because that was the first like, especially like. You trying to like just fuck around in GTA. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna just make myself invincible, give myself all of this, cool, and we do whatever we want.
That's another thing I guess technology did is that like think about like I guess like 10 maybe 15 years ago, like just looking stuff up in general, like it's not nearly as accurate as it is now. Like even back then, like it just seems like the amount of information we have is like almost overflowing. Like literally you can find anything on the web now, like literally anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is to the point now where it's like if you thought about it, it's on the internet. Like
yeah,
it's kind of crazy in that sense.
Imagine how easy it was to lie to people before the internet.
I mean, bro, at that point in time, like yeah, because
right
there's no way to fact check it at that point.
I could have told you I was an astronaut,
and there's no way to fact check it.
Like if there's 3 people around. You didn't know about him?
Yeah.
Bro, he was everywhere. In Kentucky, like, everybody knows him, bro.
Black belt in jiu-jitsu, 3-time champion boxer. Don't fuck with me.
Bro, you go to a whole new town and you a celebrity there, like, yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, because there's just no way to fact check. Word didn't travel fast enough to the point where, like...
That's bullshit. He's lying to you. Why would you even give him that?
Obviously, there's, like, to a certain degree... Like, there's like, okay, we're not gonna believe some of this shit.
Right,
but like,
yeah, of course.
But like, yeah, to like, bro, like I was literally talking to like, when I be having conversations with like my roommates and shit like that, bro, whenever like we come up to like a disagreement or like someone's trying to like state a fact, like back then, bro, you could just state the fact. And if you sounded confident enough, we would have to believe you. Like, shit,
all right,
you might be right. But like now it's just like, you tweaking, bro. And I'm gonna show you that you tweaking. And then you just pull out the phone.
Think about before cameras too, like how easy it would be to... Imagine if someone stole a car and then went like a couple blocks away and sold it to somebody. They couldn't even know. They had no evidence that it was stolen. Like,
who was it? Was it Dave Chappelle who made a whole joke about that? Like in the 50s and 60s, like you could just live a whole new life, like, towers down, like a whole 3-4 blocks away from your old home.
Damn, yeah.
I mean, that makes
sense.
Yeah, I mean, like. It's that crazy, bro. Like, yeah, cause shit just nothing spreads that fast without the use of online and shit. So
multiple women. Imagine how easy it would be to have multiple women, cause like nothing's being shared.
As long as they
constantly.
don't know each other,
literally, like, yeah.
Cause bro, yeah, the world's too big to like. I mean, the world's just too big to have those, overlap when there's no technology, no media, no social media and shit for you.
Did you live before like Maps? Did you drive before Maps or no?
No, I definitely didn't drive before Maps.
Right?
That sounded like.
I think we were old enough. Before Maps.
Like I was gonna say because whenever we went, my dad just had like a GPS.
Or GPS, he had a GPS. Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, like the actual GPS.
Like bought an actual GPS
before they came on the phone.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it was like what is it in English?
Like what do you mean?
It's recalculando.
Oh, like recalculating.
Recalculating.
yeah.
Recalculating. Like you take the wrong turn, recalculating.
Recalculating.
Keep saying it says, all right, now take a left.
I mean, it was pretty decently accurate though. Right. It was literally just like Google. Like I feel like Google got their like base like from those types of like GPS systems.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then they've Waze. Like they bought Waze. Google bought Waze and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, that like.
Can you imagine going on a road trip and you gotta trust one of us if you driving to look at a map? Like, all right,
bro,
so
we
right here, right? We right here. We haven't crossed this intersection, bro. So we can't. There's no way
There's
we're there.
nowhere we're there.
I mean, I guess street names and stuff. Street names.
I still don't know street names.
Yeah,
that's true. I don't either.
I was gonna say. I mean, bro, like. For me, it's just like, I don't really know too many street names, but like, I know how to get there.
Exactly. That's what with directions, bro. I'm gonna tell you. All right, look, you gonna go straight here, and you gonna pass 1, 2, 3 lights, bro. 3 lights. You gonna take a left.
After the left, there will be a McDonald's. You're gonna pass the McDonald's. The next stop after the McDonald's will be your right. You should be there.
Literally, though.
If not, here's the address, but you can do that shit.
Yeah, like
no cap though, because it's like, like telling me the address is just like, okay, cool, but how do I get there?
Right. As soon as people say, you take Milwaukee Street, and then for 3 blocks, and then afterwards you take a different street, and then that at the intersection.
Now it's just drop the Addy, bro.
Right.
Back then, if you just gave somebody your address, okay, motherfucker, what county are you in? Let me get a map. Like
I gotta figure this shit out. Like, that shit had to be different, bro. Like, I couldn't imagine like having to like I think about like doing our job, like delivering. How the fuck would that have been able to
imagine? You just have a list of like addresses, so you have to know the certain street. Like you have an area, you got to know all these streets here.
You just gotta know where you going and shit.
You either go in a line, or if you know which streets go where.
I mean, they probably set up the route so it would probably be as easy as possible. Where you're just going from boop 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 boop.
That would be ideal,
right?
Yeah, that would definitely be ideal. But that had to be some shit. Like, I didn't personally have to deal with it, but like, I did seem like my parents and shit having check the map or like do the little GPS shit. It's just like, I mean, like in that sense, technology has like bettered, because like bettered's not a word, is it? Improved, but you know what I meant. Anyway, because like it's way easier now to like look up an address or like find a location to get there. So like that's definitely been like a need. Like that's
even something as easy as like finding out if something is open. Imagine back then, like you're just like, damn,
drive
out there. Hope it's open, and then if it's not, come back.
The outlets, do you think they open today? There's only one way to find out, bro. Damn. Do you know their number? All right, so now we got to drive over there.
I was just about to say, you could call, but it's like, you got their numbers. You got to pull out either the yellow book, the yellow pages and shit.
Yeah, I never even, have you ever looked the number up in the yellow pages?
One time, bro.
Really?
One time.
Like a person or like a business?
Like a business.
It was like
probably
a business. Not
yeah.
a person. I don't know if they had people still in yellow books when I.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
But like,
I remember
them
seeing
bitches
them. I never
was
used them though.
Stupid thick, felt like. Cause my stepdad, like we had like 5 of them hoes, like just at the crib.
Well, you just got them mailed every like what month or so.
So it was just like, and he was like, I remember him telling me like, just look it up in the yellow books. I'm like. Looking, I'm like, oh,
shit was literally numbered off and like events and stuff.
Like literally everything was listed for you alphabetically. The numbers was right there attached to them. Like it wasn't hard. Like if you just look it up.
And I think you got them for free for the most part. Yeah,
it's fine. Like I'm not entirely sure, but it was just like that. Like that stage was low key ridiculous. It was like, whoa. So everybody just listed in this bitch. Like
you think?
Like how does that work?
You think that people in different eras felt the same way we feel about this era? How like technology like made some pretty big jumps.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Probably. Imagine people were driving like cars in 1970
people,
or something like that.
That transition from like having to like damn near walk or find some other means of transportation to literally having your own motorized vehicle.
But I feel like those
the first gas-powered vehicle,
right? But I felt like those were slower. Like those jumps.
Oh yeah, I mean the technology now, like from 2000 to like I heard, I don't remember where I saw the statistic, but apparently like technology from 2000 up to like 2020 basically has evolved like the same amount that technology has evolved for like 200 to 300 years, like or 100 years. Like it's made a huge leap from
that's what
like
I thought.
2000 up.
So I believe it.
Yeah.
So like, are we just overwhelmed and we don't like know the whole scope of it?
I mean, first of all, there's definitely technology that like the military, the government has that's
what I'm saying.
Beyond,
so like
probably beyond our comprehension as like at this point.
Sure.
I mean,
because like
But I mean, I feel like it was like that for all eras, though.
But like, do you think they woke up and they're like, bro, the factory just opened up. We all got jobs.
What do you mean?
Like when the industrial system jumped up and they started having like factories everywhere and little boys was working like.
Oh yeah, well I mean I think back then if you could work, I think it was just like an age limit back then probably.
Oh no, not until they enforced that shit.
I was gonna say,
there was 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds.
They wanted them young because then they could stick their hands when the machines got caught and shit and get that shit unclogged. Yeah, no, they wanted
like,
them young.
Cause like we excited for the new phones and shit like, but I don't, like. We're grown-ups, the only ones.
I mean, back then, yeah, like they were probably more focused on like the jobs that were being created and shit. Just because, like, at that time, bro, I mean, the economy was going through recession, all the fucking wars that we were fighting at the time. So it was more like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about the car, but I can build this motherfucker and get paid for it. So like, that's cool.
We really don't think about like how little of the amount of time that it's been peaceful for. Like, you know what I mean? Like where we haven't been in a war. Like even I mean, I guess Iraq. That's like a couple years ago.
Wait, what about from like after World War II, and what was after that?
Vietnam War. So like, what was that? Oh fuck, I don't want to butcher that one. I want to say
more than 10 years.
I want to say 70s, 80s, or 90s. One of those.
I'm not a date.
One of those, but yeah, like it really hasn't been that long where we like.
No, we've been damn near constantly in war for a minute, folks. Like,
yeah,
I mean, when the U.S. got the #1 like power
slot, yeah,
they said, all right, we got to keep this bitch.
But that's only because of
you looking at me funny, bro?
Amount of money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the whole army, like our army is like stupidly big, so they got to use it somehow.
I mean, our army is as big as multiple countries.
Right.
Armies, yeah.
To the point where it's like, if you look at me funny, I'm gonna send some soldiers your way. Like,
I mean, think about what happened in Iraq.
Take care of you.
Yeah.
They saw oil. They're like, oh, you guys are gonna buy the oil. Buy. Buy. We're here. The oil's here. Let's start doing what we got to do to get some oil back to the U.S. Like, like, and then next thing you know, Iraq is, to blame for some other shit. But,
we've been in a constant warfare. That shit's always baffled me too, though, because like when I first turned 18, I was feeling I'm a little fast for to go to college. And they had, we gotta sign up, enlist or whatever. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck what's going on, but I'm not fighting in no fucking war for this country, bro. Like,
really? If you got like drafted, you're not doing that?
Yeah, you can go ahead and put me in jail. It's cool.
He said it's cool.
I'm not finna come fight for you.
Do you know that they take away your social security card? You're not a citizen anymore.
I mean,
if you're not willing to fight for him,
cut all ties.
Damn, it's like that, really,
bro. What in the world has this country done for any of my people?
I mean, shit, I just don't want to have that citizenship revoked, to be honest.
I'm cool. I can go be a citizen
we come
somewhere
from
else.
Mexico, right? Like, if things don't plan out, like, we got family in Mexico, right? I don't know what you mean, like, you gonna
that's
lose
Mexico, folks.
That's cool,
but
you're
gonna be good regardless where you go.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, bro. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't think it's worth it, G. Like, I don't think it's worth it. Like,
that's how I feel.
Like, I don't not to disrespect any of the troops or people that like, I respect.
Thank you for your service, everybody that served.
Like, no disrespect. I just feel like personally, I'm not gonna fight for this country. Like I don't think there's anything worth like. I mean, yeah, sure, my freedom and shit like that, and like those kind of things. Like, yeah, I get you. But like, all in all, bro, like, I don't think it's worth risking my life for. Like, and
yeah.
Like, if that makes me, whatever, then it is what it is. But it's just like, yeah, I don't think y'all deserve my life.
I thought about that as like an immigrant thing. There's been times where they've told Mexicans like, yeah, you like fight for us. You a citizen, my guy. You one of us.
Oh, yeah, and they lied to him?
They said, yeah, but what you talking about? You lost a leg. Why did you enlist, bro? This ain't even your country.
I was about to say the Mexican Marines helped U.S. during hurricane
Katrina or some shit. Like a lot of hurricanes, the Mexican government that's like by the border will help out. Apparently.
Hurricane Katrina, wasn't that?
It was
different.
That's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Hurricane Katrina.
Was it? Damn.
Like 2005, 2006.
There's not many that are like by the border like that.
That shit was horrible.
Right, but there've been times where like Mexico will send up some soldiers,
right,
some help, some aid.
And like think about now, Mexico needs like help for all the cartels and stuff going down there, and they're like, shit,
the U.S. is like, look,
y'all need to fix y'all problems, bro.
That sounds like a you thing, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Get your shit right. Get your money up, bro.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I haven't wanted to visit down there. It just doesn't seem like the safest.
The U.S. is just a fucking bully.
It is. Like, and they do it like in a smart way. To the point where it's like, if you don't know what you're doing, like, you kind of fucked yourself up. And I'm going back to the whole thing where, like, minorities couldn't read. Yeah. They said, look, just sign here. You get, look, food, a shelter, and some friends, bro. What you talking about?
They said, some friends, bro. What you talking about?
A whole community by your side.
Damn.
Next thing you know, it's World War I and you going somewhere else. Like,
you're not wrong, though.
Imagine just sitting in that cell. Like, what are you in for?
I didn't enlist.
Didn't enlist.
What's enlisting, bro? I just didn't sign the paper.
Just didn't sign the paper, bro. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's 3 of us, bro.
Yeah.
Wait here.
I might have to, I'm telling you, like, shit. Depends on what they're giving me, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. If they're like, shit, you're gonna have to be a foot soldier. Put the vest on, like.
Yeah, if they're pulling names, it's because they need motherfuckers on the ground.
That's true. Probably.
So they're not doing it because, like, I mean, but we also think you can be a good person to tell people what to do. Based off of your IQ, though. Like, they'll give you a test, I'm pretty sure, to find out where they can suit you best or what's best suited for you. I think.
Cool. But let me get the wrong test and let me answer the wrong way. And they be like, yeah, so we need you front line.
I'm talking about you might be the first person to kill someone or die.
So we need you to go out there,
off the plane, so you need to be
shoot
ready.
A couple bullets, let the enemies know where you're at.
You're not afraid of heights, though, right? Why? You might have to jump out of a plane. We don't know yet.
It's like, nah, G. Like, look, you can tell me. I don't know how long they make you sit in jail. Someone told me that's the length of the war, but I don't know if that's true. I hope not, because some of these bitches be going on for decades.
I would assume so.
I was gonna say, like, bro, they might give you 25.
Yeah, like, why are they?
And that is 2 decades. That's 2 decades.
Like, they said, shit, the war's lasting 20, but it's been a couple. I think we can let you out and just do your own thing.
I mean, they gonna make
that's
it.
Fair to me.
Bro,
that's fair.
Look,
to me.
they gonna make it to the point where, look, you can sit 30 years in jail, and this war might be done in 5 with your help.
He said, with your help. He said, we have too many people like you. I might only make it
through 1, though. That's the thing. It's like.
That's true, but that's
would you
how
rather try and survive through jail or a fucking war?
But they said, hey, but you'll contribute to a great fight.
But that's what they do. That's how they try to get you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna take my chances.
In jail?
I'm gonna take my chances in jail.
Damn. Yeah. I feel like it would be hella people. Now, I feel like it would be hella people, no cap.
You know,
what do you guys feel about the women? They're making them do the same shit.
Enlist?
What do you mean?
Enlist right away.
That's fucking great. Shit. More people, the less I can get choosing.
Girls are like, what do you guys thought? That's so unfair.
No.
There's people that are saying, look, y'all wanted the equal pay. Bro, y'all wanted the equal rights.
You know what I'm saying?
Sign up. Go ahead.
If I'm all about, everything being equal. It's a 2-way street in my book. So if I gotta sign up for the shit, you gotta sign up for the shit.
And if one of us, what if one of you guys goes and one of stays? I'm gonna look out for the house.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. What if you're like your female gets picked and she's like, you can go enlist for me and I can stay here and be safe.
But they picked your name.
Look, they said, what's the name on the letter?
You said they do an IQ test and shit. They obviously knew that they needed you. They needed you.
That's what you gonna tell her?
You said, you are book smart, you bookworm.
Like, shit, look, I'm gonna look at her ass like...
You've never failed a test. Never in your life.
You sure were flexing those ACT scores when you had in high school.
That ass, I have to look at her like, damn, you enlisted? You gotta go? That's tough. Like, shit.
Where do you want me to send the rest of your belongings? Are you planning on going?
Like, how long you think you gonna be?
Are you going the jail route? That's what I would have done.
How does that work though? When you enlist like that and there's a war, because you know how people right now
you get to pick. I think that's why you get to pick. If you enlist, like if you're reserved, you have more like options.
Okay, but like, cause I know how like people sign contracts now, like a 4-year contract
for reserve.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, like it's both. You can do.
Like if people sign up right now for the Navy.
I mean, the minimum for reserve is 2 year. The minimum for active duty is 4.
So they like if you enlist and they pick your name, that's when you choose 2, 4, or they're like, you know what, we need you.
If you're already out, like if you're enlisted active duty,
they need to pull names. They pick Michael.
Well, first of all, they they go first with the reservists because those are the people that are best qualified. Obviously, like they're being trained to do that.
I'm going to the point where it's like they need to pick people.
If they're picking people,
they're not picking reservists.
Picking
reservists
yeah,
are going first,
civilians.
and then they're picking civilians.
If they're picking
So
names,
okay, so then how do they do the civilians?
I'm pretty sure they just throw your name in a
Literally,
pool, bro.
like,
No, but I'm talking about like the time wise. Is it like until the war ends? Is it they
but we
give
need
you
you for war? You going to war?
Are you wondering like how many people are doing at a time,
or how long you're gonna be at war?
That's what I thought.
I think you're there until that bitch is
dead. They only give that to the reserves then. When you sign up and you like
like the way it go, I'm pretty sure the way it works is like the motherfuckers that are active, y'all go first. Then the reserves come through. If we need more, we pull out all of our reserves. The only time we pull in names is when literally all of our active and all of our reserves are already deployed and we need more. So we're pulling
not
civilians.
going to lie to you. If it comes to the point where we need civilians in here, when we have the biggest army,
that's true. You said you might just give it to him at that point, dog. Which country is it? I mean, shit, I could learn a language or two. You said.
I'm just thinking about this shit, like, bro.
You said, why don't we just start saving lives?
Because I was thinking like reserves. Like I know good and well we have hella reserves. If we go through all those reserves.
The thing is that we have a huge amount of reserves. Like that's why they're like why the reserves are there.
I know, but you just said we have an army that's bigger than most. But
you have
countries.
to think. No, you have to think about that. You have to think about. No, I'm not talking about bigger than most countries. Like multiple countries' armies combined, not multiple countries. Like I'm sure it is bigger than a lot of countries.
Multiple countries' armies.
But my
combined.
point is like also you have to think about.
That's what I'm saying.
When it's a war, it's not like 1v1 me. No. Like if there's war, there's war between.
But you just said,
you know what I mean?
Look,
like
you just said multiple. So
alliances,
right? But
like think about that shit. Like 10,000 and 10,000.
At that point, I'm imagining if we are bigger than we're bigger than everybody. But let's say Russia and then like 13 other countries together.
Russia and China work together though. That's why it's like if we got into war with like China and Russia or whatever, it'd be a problem.
How big are their armies?
Second and third.
Yeah.
Second and third. No, don't get me wrong. It's still bigger than them, even combined. I'm pretty sure. Like we're a big fucking.
Wait.
So then why are we
a bigger army than Russia and China combined?
Pretty sure. Look,
I think it's like. I think it's U.S., Russia, China, Russia, and we way up here. So why are we stressing?
I'm just saying, at that point, because it's a possibility. That's all I'm saying.
I was saying like they gonna need like the U.S. versus like 15 other countries, including the two bigger ones. I see that. That look like a big bar.
Oh yeah, I could just use that. Oh, see, but this is literally just what the fuck.
Oh, I was gonna say that doesn't say much. Give us a brief moment.
Look at that! I guess we were wrong. Countries with the largest total available active military manpower in 2021. So they have 2,185,000. China
with the biggest army.
Yeah, United States has 1.4 million.
How many do we have?
1.4.
And how many does China have?
2.185.
We could get called.
Yeah.
You better not go ahead and advertising that shit.
Not I.
Yeah, that was a good thing we fact checked that shit. You know, hella people there. Oh, no.
Well, so then, damn. That brings the scenario, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. I was under the understanding that it was like we beat them
ton.
by a lot.
Nah, we're not. Yeah, they beat us by a lot. And if they teamed up together, we'd be fucked.
So then, was that? I knew that bar was big for something. Was it like the military budget then? Because I can see that.
Budget is probably stupid.
Yeah, that's what it is. The
budget's probably
stupid. I think that manpower they win, but I'm pretty sure here. Like, let me. I'm like 100% sure that's facts.
Military budget.
Biggest military budgets.
That just means we get more missiles, right?
I don't know if it means more missiles. It might mean more guns.
More guns.
Military.
I don't know how many fucking. Is it available?
Okay, here we go. Here we go. The United States, 250 billion at first place, right? China with 237 billion. I said 750 billion, right? For US, because it's 750 billion.
I
for
thought
US.
you said 250.
Wait.
No,
You said
750 billion for the US.
750 billion for the US.
China at number 237.
So like
billion.
a solid $500 billion difference.
Yeah. Saudi Arabia, 67 billion. Like I thought Russia was big. Russia, 48 billion.
So we attribute like 3 times the second most amount of money to our military, and
we're bigger than the top 10 combined.
Our guns better be hella powerful.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a question. Do we make our missiles here in the U.S.?
What do you mean by missiles?
Like the ones that the jets or whatever use, like the.
Oh yeah, we're the ones that sell missiles and like shit to other places.
So we
could get into a war and have a missile used that we gave them. We sold you that missile.
Right, but when the military here is like, oh, we need to go in war, we need more missiles. We're out of money.
They make more.
Out of money.
That's not an option. You make more.
What do you mean out of money?
You just go into debt.
Yeah, you just go into that.
Yeah. Why would you go into debt?
Do you think it's like Monopoly?
No, why would you go into debt with yourself though? I thought we make it. So why are we doing that?
What do you mean?
I mean, everything has to be paid for, though, bro.
Yeah, eventually, but like we're not concerned about that in a war, like you know.
They
don't have like military people making the.
Bro, 750. What part of 750 billion didn't you?
What?
We have less manpower though.
Right, but we're not going to run out of resource. We have more resources than them. They have more. Like, listen, you can have 100 ground troops that can be wiped out with one single missile.
Yeah.
You just said how we sold them that same missile.
No, we sell. Yes, we do sell them missiles, but we still have the biggest budget. We still have the most resources for war.
So we can build more missiles, bro.
Yeah, that's not an issue. We can
get the missiles.
A lot of it also goes into research for like amazing technology and stuff like you know, like you can look through walls now.
So what would you do if they said Terrence?
Yeah.
Enlist. We got lasers now, bro. No guns. We got like a real laser for you.
They said, you ever played Fortnite? You want to play Fortnite in real life? They said, hey, ain't no respawn, but you better be quick as fuck, though.
Bro. All in all, war in general.
I'm talking about, they said, you horrible. Sniping from 300 yards away.
They said, quick scope. Hey, quick scope.
what gun is it from Fortnite? The one with the laser
action?
No.
The rail gun?
The rail gun. They said we got a rail gun for you.
They said, you seen that rail gun on Fortnite? They said, we gave them that model type.
That would be ridiculous. Would
you go, though? If they're like, oh, we got a rail gun ready to go.
I don't think you can make killing more fun for me.
So you would go?
I don't think you can do that.
I just thought
so, you know, it's
still
war.
You wouldn't go, like, regardless.
Yeah.
It's war.
I was going to say, what happened to where the smoke at?
Yeah, that's in the game mode. When I can, you know, die as many times as I want. Someone can still snipe your ass too. Just because you sniping them, don't mean they ain't got no snipers on you.
I feel like another thing we have an advantage is like no manned like vehicles. Like I feel like we have a lot more of that than most countries, if not all of them. Like,
I mean, like honestly, bro, like if they, like you said, like they have like a little survey questionnaire to fill out where you fit best and shit. You know, if there's a location where I felt like was the least dangerous that I feel like I could actually do, I'd probably go. All right, I'll probably go. You got me.
Do the National Guard go? Are they part of the reserves?
I have no idea. Do not ask me the structure of the fucking military.
Because I'm thinking, like, why don't you just sign up for the National Guard and you safe? But then they're like, actually, we ran out of reserves.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're going to call y'all before they call the civilians, the National Guard.
I'm trying to look up. Oh, look at that. I guess Russia has the best missile technology. Shit, look at that. Best
I'm not going to lie to you, the U.S. might need civilians. Like, this is
just... You said...
A lot of big names are being called out here, and the U.S. is not coming out.
We just need to not go into war with them.
We just got the bigger budget, but they got the better guns.
More people.
What are we going to do, pay them to get off?
Like, here we go. Worldwide missile ballistic inventories.
See, is that... I just want to know how accurate that is, because...
I don't know. For all you know, China has a lot more money invested in this shit, and they just gave you.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like, you know, because you can't give up all your juice, you know, off the bat. You gotta have a little. Not in a war.
I always thought that was weird. Like, oh yeah, we just sharing all this information.
Yeah, ain't nobody finna know what we got till it come out. That's how I feel about it. But bro, like the shit that goes on in war is crazy. Like when they started doing like chemical warfare and shit like that, bro. Like that shit was so fucked up. Bro.
What was it that they started using? What kind of gas?
I think it was like
that shit that make you like your eyes.
They like they banned it or something like that. Something. Fuck.
Was it the tear gas?
No, it was.
Nah, it's some way high strong.
It was like a crazy name. I forgot.
It was like I just saw it in like a World War II movie.
Yeah.
Like they started using that bitch, and then they said, at the end of it, they says no longer in use.
You can't do this shit no more. Because I mean, it was just so fucked up, bro. Like,
yeah, I just remember it
we got
being
nukes
super
now.
fucked up. Yeah,
that's no
that
better.
That shit is so crazy to me, bro. Like, someone one day was like, "Hey, this shit'll fucking wipe out a whole motherfucking."
Well, I think wasn't it Einstein? Einstein was the first person to like actually figure that out, and then he gave the information to the U.S., thinking that the U.S. would be the smartest person to give it to because they're like, oh, it's U.S. Yeah. And then they're like, shit, drop this bitch in Japan twice. They didn't even say. They didn't even say. Well, they didn't even say we'll test one out and see how it goes. They said, nah, we have to send a message.
That's weird.
So
Einstein did do that.
They sent them the sun 2 times in one day.
That's like, so fucked up.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Like.
And then the second one was bigger. They said, y'all thought that last one was big. This one's bigger.
No. We finna double down on y'all now.
I think it's crazy how he just... Was he looking into nuclear bombs? Or he figured was so
out
smart,
how to make it.
He just was fucking with numbers and he said, hold up, wait.
No, I'm pretty sure they came to him and he figured out how to make it. And like, he decided to give it the information to the United States. Again, hey, don't go like being like, yeah, I found out that this is the... No, this is...
Because he's German, no?
Like, yeah, don't use this as factual evidence. Yeah,
no fucking idea.
He was. He came. I'm pretty sure he was German. He came to the United States then to do his his stuff here.
Right.
Yeah, because most of the stuff that he like discovered and shit I think was like here in the United States, if I'm not wrong. Again, might be. Fuck.
Yeah. You know how bad your country got to be for you to be like, you know what? Y'all gonna fuck the world up if you had this. How evil you have to be.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you're a German yourself, and you say, you know what? I'm gonna get a visa for the U.S. For what? I want to see what's over there, man.
I just want to go check it out.
All right, so right now the U.S. has 3,800 nuclear weapons currently,
Them bitches be like fucking shit up for like hundreds of miles, right?
Yeah.
290 nuclear warheads for China, so we could definitely put them in check.
They have 290, and we have a couple thousand.
Yeah, we got a couple G's. Let me check how many. Russia might have a bunch,
Let's go back to they might not be giving us the real numbers.
I'm also kind of basing that off of their budget. It makes sense that we would have more if we have a lot more money to be making shit with.
Makes sense money wise.
Yeah.
But if they lied.
4,500. Russia just has 4,500 of them hoes ready to go.
Bro, it's so crazy. Like, the world could literally be destroyed by a push of a button. 5 people just got mad one day and was like, bro.
Did you hear about the war that almost happened?
No.
Because, there was a sensor that detected a missile. It detected multiple missiles coming in from Russia. And there had to be a person that authorized it before the machine actually took over. So they're saying, hey, we're detecting hella missiles coming over from this place. Do you want to counterstrike? So then they were basically about to send all the missiles to that other place. And they're like, you know what? Hold up. I want to investigate this. Make sure that these are real. And they found out that the thing was just reading it wrong and it wasn't missiles coming.
What? Was it birds or some shit?
There was something, but it wasn't missiles. And the machine read it as a bunch of missiles coming in and targeting the U.S. And they literally had... There was seconds away from a war.
Like, I'm talking about you out of nowhere, Russia just gets... thousands of shit.
I was gonna say the wrong president, the wrong person with the codes at the time, damn near could have been like, "What? Yes, fucking counterattack," and just started shooting shit, bro.
They said, "All right, how did we do with their missiles? What missiles? We haven't received any missiles yet." They said, "What do you mean? Hold up, what do you mean?"
I just sent 4,000 of them.
Just sent 4,000 missiles out there because we had received something that they were sending missiles to us,
bro. Because them bitches, it's not like they get there in 2 seconds, bro. Like, they gotta be up there and they travel for a minute. So Russia gonna know before it happens. So they gonna send them bitches for real then.
Oh yeah.
And then it's just gonna be tough.
Yeah, like I said, that shit was literally, it was close to happening, but that's why they were like, we're glad that we had like a human, in between that process to stop it or start it.
See, that's the thing with technology, bro. Like, it's not like, it's getting to the point where it's getting unregulated, unchecked and shit. Where
I think it's by the people that are regulating it itself.
And it's just like, I always worried about that kind of shit because it's just like, I feel like it's so fragile to the point where, like, people can find out ways to, like, hack into shit or tamper with shit or whatever, that it could just, could really fuck you up if it's, used in the wrong way.
I think that there are literally people out there that if they wanted to, they could just, bank account, that info, it's mine. Money in there, it's mine. Like, if they really wanted to. And then if they didn't even want to, they probably didn't even have to get tracked.
Like,
people have the ability to do that.
And then, like, it's to the point now where, like, technology, like, Like, you can have technology lock and unlock your house door for you and shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what's stopping from somebody to, like, poking around? I mean, I know that they, like, super secure and, like, the, you know, whatever. But it's just like, bro, if someone really wanted to fucking rob you and spend enough time into doing it, they could probably figure it out.
Yeah. Like,
And if
honestly,
they do-
even off of just a COD lobby, bro. You know how people are like, what are you going to do? Come to my house? Nah, but I can find out your address and fuck up the proxy there, though. Like yeah, people
bro,
will
like,
do that. Like,
that's crazy to me. It's just like,
yeah.
and then, like, the whole, like, the little chip and shit that, like,
Are you going to do that?
No, because
Never? Not even if,
never.
like, it becomes popular and everybody does it?
No. See, A, I don't follow what everybody else do. B, that shit just dead to me because, like I said, bro, what if one day somebody got mad at the world? It was like, you know what? All y'all got chips in y'all head. Hacked into that shit and just fucking exploded them bitches or some dumb shit like that, bro. I don't fucking know.
Realistic, but I mean, like, I know what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
I know what you're
like,
saying. Like,
in general, bro, you could do anything, even if, like,
like, what if that affected your sight and it's like, oh, now you get to see black?
Or what if, like, they
like
hacked
straight
into it? 'Cause I
blackness.
know, like, they were trying to, like, get it so you can, like, listen to music remotely and shit. Like, what if they hacked into it and just, like, played one song forever?
Started talking to you, bro. Imagine
Or some shit,
one
bro.
person talking to you
Yeah.
and be like, hey, this is the rest of your life now. Like, bam.
Somebody just starts creeping into your ear, bro, or some shit, bro. Like, no, I'm cool on that. I'm good.
And it's like, what if there were things to do that you could permanently affect your brain, the way your brain works? You know what I mean? Just like a computer, like you can permanently affect the way things that computer works.
Yeah.
What if you can fuck shit up in a brain? I mean, in the future, I don't know, obviously, but
So, like, yeah, I wouldn't, and I just don't like the idea of inserting any type of technology inside of me. That just sounds out of my ballpark.
I mean, it'd probably be expensive too. It's definitely not something
Yeah.
that's just like. Oh,
But I mean, shit, y'all go ahead. Let me know how that shit go. Shit, I'm gonna go ahead and keep the motherfucking AirPods and, you know, whatever else they come out with, you know, around that range. But shit, other than that, yeah,
I think this is a
keep that shit to the left.
This is a good podcast.
pretty little successful podcast. Is there anything else you guys want to add on before we wrap up?
Man,
No.
no.
No, very good. All right, thanks for tuning in.
Like,
We're gonna
share,
try to keep it a little
subscribe.
more consistent. Comment in the description. See what I did there? It was the same shit I said last time. That was the point. Yeah,
Okay,
I know what I
was gonna
said.
say,
Calm
like,
down.
I thought you was
Leave a
correcting.
comment down below. Like and subscribe, and check everybody's social media out. Obviously not his, because he thinks he's the shit in a bag of chips. But other than that, peace.
You gonna walk out again?
Literally disrespectful.